All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing a beer from BrewDog, and they are out of Scotland over in the UK and Columbus, Ohio, here in the US, and this is it's a Beaut, the 2022 release. So they're calling this one a Pecan and Toffee Stout. And on the back of the label here, it says stout with natural flavors. It comes in at 7.5% alcohol by volume, 20 IBUs at the time of review. This can is approximately 2 months old. So first things first, I want to give a huge thanks and shout out to a viewer of the channel and fellow YouTuber, Jeff, over at Potter's Journal. He actually mentioned this beer to me, it's maybe like a month ago, maybe like 6 weeks ago. He was like, oh, I've been really enjoying this one as far as like holiday seasonal beers go. And I was like, I've never even heard of that one. So I looked it up and I saw that it was actually a collaboration with National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So I was like, I gotta find this one. Went to a couple of my favorite local bottle shops and beer stores. They didn't have it. So I was at my local Wegmans grocery store recently, and it was in the Mix 6 section. So this was just hanging out in the Mix 6 section. There was like actually 4 or 5 beers I really wanted that were just hanging out in the section, so I picked them all up. They were all like, Christmas/holiday themed beers. So I grabbed this one. He said he enjoyed it. Then I saw a couple other reviews of this one where people enjoyed it as well. And I was like, even if I don't enjoy it, the name of it, the collaboration, everything just means so much to me. As you guys know, a lot of my reviews, I wear my Wally's World shirt. I love the National Lampoon Vacation series, the OG, the Christmas, the Vegas Vacation. The European one's the only one that I'm a little bit like mild on. It's still funny, but just not one of my favorites. But the Christmas Vacation, to me, if it's not number one, it's definitely in the top 3 of my favorite Christmas movies, period. So many quotables, just so many memorable moments. Fantastic. Now, on the side here, it says, we've teamed up with National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation to bring you, it's a Beaut Pecan and Toffee Stout. At 7.5%, this rich and decadent stout combines sweet toffee flavors, roasted cacao, and hints of vanilla. It may not be the gift that keeps on giving the whole year, but we can guarantee that your 6-pack won't arrive meowing. Cheers. I'm just so happy I get a chance to review this one. Again, love the label, love everything about it. Yeah, just fantastic. So hopefully the beer's good. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Hopefully the liquid's good, but everything else, sign me up. So give it a pour here. We're using the Hot Butcher festive glass because why not? I mean, I feel like it makes sense. But yeah, we'll give it a pour like this. Now, it's been a while since I reviewed a BrewDog beer. The last couple BrewDog beers I've had, they were just okay. We don't get a lot of stuff from them here, but we get a decent amount from time to time and just haven't really been buying their stuff, but, have to give this one a go. So yeah, that's pitch black. Has about a finger of a straight up brown colored head, very creamy looking. That looks like a beautiful stout, honestly. Just looks awesome. Let's get a nose. Oh yeah, so the toffee's there. I love toffee. I really like pecans as well. Wow. Almost to some degree has like a kind of like a peanut brittle vibe to it. There's vanilla, there's toffee, there's pecans, there's a nuttiness, which is why I say more peanut brittle. There's a nice sweeter dark chocolate as well. Oh man. Yeah, it just kind of smells like someone melted down a piece of toffee or like a peanut brittle into a stout. A little bit of roasted malt, touch of coffee, dark cherry. But the toffee is leading the way with the pecans right behind it. Yeah, it smells good. It smells like a decadent dessert stout. It's like a pastry stout. Anyway, let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Real solid. What's really weird is when I first took that sip, like the toffee punched me in the face. And then as I, swallowed it and kept on going through the finish, like it kind of mellowed out a little bit. So it's like, what I appreciate after the first sip is this is not like crazy sweet. It's not cloying. Really, if you leave it in your mouth, like you take a sip and you let it swirl around a little bit, you get, again, to me, it's more peanut brittle, but again, pecan and toffee kind of intertwining. Body on this is pretty impressive at 7.5. It's not super thin. I'd say there's a medium touch over, appropriate. Mouthfeel, decent carbonation, but it has like a soft kind of creaminess to it. Really nice. Yeah, taste. It's pecan toffee at the forefront. Underlying is this nice roasted malt character, coffee, a little bit of dark chocolate. as it passes through, like I get a lot of sweet, like malty sensation in the toffee and everything in the front of the palate. What's cool about this one is, again, it balances out because it starts to dry out. And on the back of the palate, I'm left with this semi-dry. This has a mild to moderately bitter kind of finish, and it's more approaching moderate. Has this nice, like, dry, earthy kind of bitter component, almost like an almond husk. Shout out to a good friend of mine, fellow beer tuber Paul over PA Brews, has like a nutty, dry, almost bittering sensation. 7.5%. I am definitely getting a warming in the chest, nothing on the palate. Yeah, this is good. This is good beer. I pick up on the toffee, pick up on the pecans. A lot of times when you see stout with natural flavors, you're thinking, is this going to be too artificial, too natural? Is it going to be too sweet? To me, this is not cloying. It's not overbearing. It's kind of what they say it is, but it's also a more easy drinking kind of like, 7.5, almost imperial stout range. Pretty damn solid. I'm glad this beer doesn't suck, because a lot of times you get the collaborations between breweries and different companies and they just end up sucking. And this isn't. This is a good, solid, almost pastry-esque kind of stout. I'm almost on the back of the palate getting like it might sound weird, like a dark fruit, like almost like a black or purple grape. Like it's a darker grape quality. It's not like, it's not vinous or like kind of like, off-putting or anything. It's just kind of like the tannins from like a grape, like a darker grape. Anyway, it's a Beaut, the 2022 release from BrewDog, their Pecan and Toffee Stout. I have no issues whatsoever giving this one a straight 4 out of 5. Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. And then, to go even further, they have the Wally World kind of eggnog glass, the mousse, their house and whatnot from the film. To me, the most iconic quote in that movie is Merry Christmas, shitter's full, as Uncle Eddie is empty. Oh God, it's, man. Anyway, price and availability. They actually are sold out on their website for this one. It was $12.99 at the BrewDog website for a 6-pack. And I paid $12.99 for the mix sixer at Wegmans, so I paid the same price. You're talking, just around $2.16, $2.17 for a can of that all day, every day. And availability, I have no idea with BrewDog. Again, hit or miss here in the Buffalo, New York area. But if you do see BrewDog stuff, especially from the U.S.-based BrewDog USA here in the U.S., you might see this one. You might have already seen it. Maybe it's already gone. I'm happy I was able to grab a can of it and review it. So huge thanks to Jeff over at Potter's Journal for the recommendation. Again, I wouldn't even been hip to this, so to speak, if he didn't mention it. So I'll post a link into the description box to his channel as well. Yeah, anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. Another, holiday Christmas themed beer. I actually, I posted the ones I was going to review. I think I had 11 of them. And then I just bought more. I have one more that you'll see after the day after January 1st, which is January 2nd, math. And that'll be the last holiday-themed beers from Goose Island, or Christmas IPA. I had to pick it up, though, to fill out the mix sixer. Hopefully it's good. Anyway, to the next one. Cheers.